Hello, it's Montina here, and I'm here to help you connect the dots in the great state of Georgia. So, when I meet many of you in person, or I'm speaking with business owners, entrepreneurs, even sometimes professionals that have these side hustles, you're like, well, this is the good old boys club. And let me tell you, I've heard that term used by Black women, Black men, women of color, minorities, even white men. Everyone thinks that there's a secret society, the secret club. And I'm going to tell you what it is. You ready? You ready? You ready? People do business with people they know, like, trust, and remember. I actually heard a lady say that recently, remember. And I thought that really, really makes sense. And how do you build relationships? Business is just relationships. All business is built on relationships. Nobody's doing business with you if they don't really know you. And that's just how it works. So I want to introduce you to a few of the leadership opportunities in our great state of Georgia. Did you know that Georgia actually has a leadership program for the state? Yep. It's one of the nation's oldest, most successful leadership training programs. And guess what? If you're married, your spouse has to go through it too. Yes, yes, yes. So I have a friend that's gone through this program a few years ago. She's an alumni. So you'll see some names here. There's some names here I actually recognize. So there is a Leadership Georgia. Now there are also leadership for the counties. See, I actually tried to highlight some of them here. There's South Fulton, there's Fulton, there's probably leadership in your county, leadership Cobb. So what I want you to do is submit an application. And here's the thing. Some of you are like, well, should I do it where I do business or where I live? You should be doing business where you live too. I did not for a long time, I will say this. And I did not do it because I had every intention of moving back to Florida, where I lived for 10 years. I'm originally from Ohio. Again, my name's Montina, and I'm here to help you connect the excuse me, allergies in Georgia, the dots in the great state of Georgia. And even though I've lived in Georgia since about 2010, 2011-ish, I had no intent of dying here, as I say. I had no intent on retiring here. But as fate had it, I married again, and this is a retirement home my husband built in Georgia and moved me in, and this is where I'm at. So I said, well, I need to get connected in my community, which is why I chose to do business in the community where I live, and also to seek out the opportunities to do a leadership cohort. You have to submit an application. It is a pretty competitive process. It's once a year, but you will learn everything that you need to learn. You're going to build the right relationships. You're going to meet leadership. And again, is it a club? Some of it is, but it really is who you know. And look at these. These folks are building relationships. I know Dr. Kofi here. I recognize some of the names there. These people are building real relationships. I'm actually going to India with the Rockdale Chamber this year. You build real relationships. So I just want to encourage you to seek out one of the leadership cohorts or groups, become a graduate and alumni in one of the leadership programs in your county. And again, they have them all over the state. They have this in pretty much every state in the United States. But again, where you're doing business is where you probably want to seek out going to, that leadership class to build the relationships. And you can look at some of the, the alumni, the graduates. These are real programs. They hold a lot of weight in the business community, and you're going to build some real relationships. Okay. So again, my job's here. Well, really, it's not a job because I'm not getting paid, but I'm here to help you connect the dots in the great state of Georgia. So join my next call. It's on Zoom. You just sign up for one and you'll get them all added to your calendar. Reminders are there, and you just register one time. I'm not spamming you. I'm not selling anything. Now, if you need a website, you definitely should call me. Matter of fact, many of you all have these terrible, your websites are terrible. Absolutely terrible. There was a woman the other day, I was on a call and she had a Gmail address. I would never do business with you. And this is how a lot of the business owners are looking at you, but they're just not saying anything, but I'm bold enough to say it. You need a nice website that is polished and professional and reflective of the type of services and quality and care and excellence that you are going to provide. And don't use Gmail. Anyways, I'm here to help you connect the dots in the great state of Georgia, and I'll see you on the next call.